Good evening to all of you. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just expecting others to join so that I can start. Is my voice audible to all? Yes, hi Rezi. I'm good. What about you? Can you all hear me? Okay. So our today's class is on information technology. Is there any other class going on apart from this one? Very few students are there in the class today. Is there any other class going on apart from this one? Okay. So I'll play one. Okay. So our today's class is on information technology and management. Topics which we are covering in today's class is as you see on the whiteboard: strategic management and information technology, strategic use of IT, operational effectiveness, strategic positioning, information as a strategic asset, and how to manage information as a strategic asset. This is our today's class. What I'll do is I'll play one video for you, then after that we can discuss. So just everybody watch this video.
Is information technology management or IT management. This is Hassan Mir from 02protraining.com. So what is IT management? First of all, IT management is a discipline. What kind of discipline is it? It is a discipline to manage IT resources. So IT management is not only about managing IT resources, it is about managing IT resources as per business needs or requirements. So keep in mind that IT department is serving the needs for the business. Without the business department, IT department is not doing anything meaningful. So it has to manage the IT resources as per business requirements. When we use the term IT resources, what does that actually mean? So the term IT resources entails both entities, tangible assets that are owned by the IT department as well as the staff that is working to meet the needs of the IT department. I have explained the term IT infrastructure in detail in one of my other videos. So the term IT infrastructure refers to most of the tangible assets that come under the umbrella of IT resources, including hardware and facilities. Software can be considered tangible in this context. Network, keep in mind that staff, documentation and business processes do not come under the umbrella of IT infrastructure. So these are just examples, not a complete list of functions that are going on within the domain of IT management. Budgeting, staffing, organizing, controlling, planning, delivering services, and so on. So keep in mind that the purpose of IT management is to manage IT resources as per business requirements, and all these activities plus more will be going on within this IT management domain to meet the objective of managing the resources. And some of these activities may not apply to some companies, but these are just examples. So IT management and management information systems are two related terms and sometimes confusing to some people as well. So here is a clarification. IT management is what we are talking in this session, and this means management of IT resources. The term management of information systems refers to the management of information, and the purpose behind managing the information is to provide better decision making to the business. So in short, IT management is about managing IT resources, and MIS or management of information systems is about managing information. So the field of MIS would entail studying applications and other means of providing better decision-making systems to the business, while the field of IT management entails everything that is related to managing IT resources. Keep in mind that in ideal world, the primary focus of IT management field is to make value creation possible in a company. So what is value creation? Value creation is a result of company establishing relationships with the external environment. What does IT has to do with that? IT has to be in line with the industry standard technology so that the company can talk to the partners and other entities in the environment. And IT plays a big role in medium to large size companies. So the better a company can establish relationship with the external environment, the better value chain it will create, and that is the focus of the IT management, to make creation of value chain possible. I pointed this out in the beginning of this video that IT department is serving the needs of the business. It's not sitting in a vacuum. Actually, without the business, IT is nothing. So IT has to keep itself aligned with the business needs. It's not the other way around. It's not that the business department is changing their ways of doing things so that they can fit themselves with the technology used in the IT department. It's the other way around. IT has to keep themselves aligned so that they can serve the strategies, overall strategies of the company. What I said earlier is true, but now the trend is changing. What I'm referring to is the fact that I mentioned IT as a separate entity serving the needs of the business. That is true, but now the trend is now more focusing on, rather than seeing IT as a separate entity serving the business, trend is now focusing on seeing IT and business together as one team, both working together towards common goals. In some companies there is a very strong wall between IT and business, and in other companies there is not a very solid partition. So in future you will see this wall will get smaller and smaller, and a time will come when both will be working as virtually one team. In one of my other videos I have discussed the ongoing trends that are changing the market and also that are creating new roles, and the educational departments also have responded to those trends by creating new degrees and programs. I have discussed those as well in my other videos. So the trend I'll discuss now is specifically related to the IT management field. So what usually happens is silos are created within the IT departments, and these silos are specific to set of resources serving a specific purpose. For example, one of the department in a company needs a database, so let's say Microsoft Access database is implemented and a team is created to support that database. A server is established, a network is created, and let's say we have one server, 10 computers, and 20 people supporting the development and the whole project. And yet within the same company there is another department, or maybe another group in the same department, that needs, let's say, another database, and that department selected Oracle, and the same thing is going on in another silo. So we have like two sets of networks, two sets of staff, two sets of servers, so we don't have economies of scale, and there's a lot of redundancy within the same company. So things would have been more efficient if both teams would have collaborated together, and they let's say they could have implemented one set of resources and both could have achieved their own purposes using the same set of resources. So let's say both could have implemented one database and two applications using the same database. So one network, one server, two applications, and one team supporting that. Just an example. So what's happening is these silos are reducing with the passage of time, and IT departments are moving towards converged infrastructure. So you will see less of different departments using separate servers, and you will see more of all the computers connected together working as one big giant machine and serving the needs of different departments. And that is what a converged infrastructure terms refers to, and this results into easier management, rapid adjustments are possible, and also easier maintenance, as opposed to 10 computers working separately. That is very difficult to maintain as compared to 10 computers connected together and working as one big giant machine. 5 people, let's say, supporting each silo here, and 15 people altogether are more expensive than 10 people serving or maintaining one converged infrastructure. So 3 different networks are more expensive to maintain as one big network. Also, you should be able to differentiate between the terms IT manager and project manager. Keep in mind that IT manager is a person who is managing some resources on ongoing basis. The person could be managing hardware resources, software resources, network resources, and there could be different titles as well for this designation IT manager in different companies. But the key point here is that this person is managing resources on ongoing basis. There is no end date to his role, while a project manager always has an end date to his role, and the end date of a project is the end date of his role in most cases. So the project manager is first of all not managing some kind of IT resources. Project manager is managing project activities for the life of the project. And also keep in mind that IT manager is managing IT resources, while a project manager could belong to any department, unless we are using the term IT project manager. Project manager could also belong to an engineering department, for example, or any other department, because this person is simply managing a project. It could be IT or non-IT project. is information technology management or IT management. There is another department, or maybe to 10 computers connected together and working as a big life of the project. And also keep in mind that IT manager is managing IT resources, while a project manager could belong to any department, unless we are manager could also belong to an engineering department, for example.
Small video on information technology and management. So did you enjoy this video, everybody? Or do you able to understand what is being communicated through this particular video, everybody? For people who have joined late in the class, for those people, we have a class on information technology and management, and as you can see on the whiteboard, this is the topic which we are covering in today's class, because I think 3 to 4 people have joined late in the class. So IT management is all about managing the IT for the purpose or for the fulfillment of the business needs. Suppose I am working for an insurance company, so my business is insurance. Somebody is working for a finance company, so their business is insurance. So IT is something which is through which passes your, or which through which you can work on your data more faster as compared to without IT. So IT is can be seen as a tool which will help you in accelerating the business, as well as it will also help you in making communication easy across the city, across the country, or across the globe. That means it is because of the IT we people are interacting right now, right? Like I am from India right now and you are from UAE. So we people are interacting or exchanging information because of information technology. And when we talk of information technology and management, we are talking about some corporate organizations or some offices, whether it's a government offices or it's a private office or it's a corporate, it's any office where there is a business and also there is a IT is also there. So nowadays there does not exist, I think there does not exist any organization who are not using IT, because IT will help you, will smoothen your business and help you in processing the data faster. So that is our today's class on information technology and management. So as per the video which I have shared, I have jotted down some points on the chat box. So IT department, as you can see, IT department is serving the need for the business. Without business, there is no meaning of IT. We have inculcated IT department for serving the business need. Like suppose I am using certain software. Say if I talk of insurance. Suppose I have an IT department in my company, and my motor insurance team comes to me and says that I want to design a software so that I can be able to enter all the details of the person who has come to me. I want to note down the risk coverages, I want to note down his date, his name, his date of birth, his phone number, his the types of whether he has having a no claim bonus or not. So all the business related activities needs to be entered into a system. So for designing the system, the business team approaches with the requirement to the IT team. So IT team has their software developers, their technology specialists. So with the help of that technology specialist, the IT department will be able to design the system, and the person who is bridging the gap between the IT team and the business team is called as the business analyst. So business analyst, I will draw some diagrams for you. Probably it will help you in understanding more. So this is your business team. So you all able to see this diagram which I am drawing right now? This is your IT team. So business team interacts with IT team with the business requirement which has to be incorporated into the IT system. Then, and the person who is carrying out this job is called as the business analyst. So, business analyst is responsible for gathering all the requirements or acting as a medium between the business team and the IT team. Now, IT team may have different sub teams. The different sub teams may be, they'll be having some say Java team, they'll be having say Oracle CRM team, they'll be having say network team, they'll be having say server team, they'll be having say help desk support team, they'll be having say database team. So these are the, with the help of this IT team, with the help of the IT team, the IT team will be able to fulfill the business requirement which is being bought by the business analyst. So the requirement which is being we can say that the requirement which is being bought by the business analyst is we can say that it's a project, and for managing the project you need project manager whose responsibility is to ensure the completion of the project within the allocated time and budget. So for the completion of the project you need to have a project manager whose responsibility, and project manager is having a team. So project manager's responsibility is to ensure the completion of project on time. For that you need to have software developers, you need to have testers, you need to have business analysts, you need to have server, you need to have server management guy, and you need to have networking person. So with the help of these people, you will be able to complete the project. With the help of these resources, you will be able to complete the project. Clear to all, everybody? Okay, so this is managing all these resources within the team. IT team is the managing IT. Managing IT is nothing else. Managing IT is managing all your resources for the fulfillment of the business needs. So there are two types, there are two ways. Either you have an in-house software team, or you have an outsourced IT team, or an outsourced software team. There are only two possibilities. Either you have an in-house software team which is working on your company's payroll, or you have an outsourced software team that is not directly working on your company's payroll, but it has been outsourced to some third party vendor. So outsourcing means outsourcing or third party vendor. Okay, clear to all? Any doubts, any questions? Anybody want to ask anything till now? Okay, so so what is the use of IT? What is the use of IT? Use of IT is uses of IT is it facilitates the business, number one. Then number two, what is the second use of IT? Tell me, you tell me. It accelerates business. True. Then that's true, Fahad. It facilitates the business with its need. Then come up with another answer. It saves time and helps us in connecting to more than one location at a time. Then it helps us in sharing the information across the globe. Then it helps in improving the TAT. TAT means turn around time for resolving problems. So it facilitates the business, number one. Then number two, it saves time and helps us in connecting to more than one location at a time. Number three, it helps us in sharing the information across the globe. It helps in improving the tag time for resolving problems. Then yes, Prabha, that's good. It helps us in cost cutting as well. So one more point we can add on here is it helps us in cost cutting. So that is the use of IT. Then about how do you manage informations within the IT? That is the role of the MIS for managing information in the IT. You need to have a management information system. Suppose these are three systems. Say this is S1. S1 is one system. A system means the computer on which you are working. Say S2. S2 is another system. Say S3. S3 is another system. Now you are working on the systems, and all these three systems are related to certain database. All these systems are related to a certain database. Operational system on which you are working. Operational system. Fahad is saying your voice is working. Now Fahad, is my voice clear now? So operational system is the one on which you are working. Database. This is a database where your data is getting stored. Now similarly there are more than one database. There are a lot of, so in this way you can say that there may be more than one database across the globe. There may be more than one database across the globe. Now, similarly, since there are more databases, like this is one database, say one database is here, say one database is here. So, further from these databases, the data is getting stored into a data warehouse. So this is a data warehouse. So data warehouse is a place where data from different databases are getting stored at a one common place. Then with the use of reporting tools, you fetch the reports for analysis part, now with the help of with the use of reporting tools, you fetch the reports. For whom you fetch the reports? For top managers, top management, or managers, or policy makers for decision making. Okay, clear to all? Everybody, this diagram? Is the diagram clear to all? First, you do one thing, you just log out of the class and log in once again. That will solve your problem, I think. So, operational system is those systems on which you are working. Then, whenever you work on the operational systems, that data is being stored into the databases. Similarly, there can be, since say the organization has more than 400, 500 branch offices all across the country. Then from all those databases, the data is being stored into a data warehouse. From data warehouse, the MIS team or with the help of the reporting tools, you fetch the reports for the top management or managers or policy makers for decision making. So this is somewhat the data structure looks like. I mean, this is how now you have servers or you have tapes on which can be of terabytes or say megabytes for storage of data. Then you have networks for connectivity of branches of the office across the globe. You need to have a LAN or WAN from service providers like Airtel or BSNL. Or Vodafone, etc. Yes, lease line you can say. You can also say it lease line. So this will help you in connecting across all the branch offices. So Then other things which will be there, and just you have what are the other IT terms which are related. I am writing it at the, or I can use another whiteboard, I think. So another IT terms, you have routers, then you have switches, you have physical hardware, you have desktops, you have laptops, you have printers, you have scanners, then you have router switches, printer scanners. Then I mean these all comes under this cable medium. These are all IT resources. There are, or you can say it as a term, these are all IT assets. Then you have developers, testers, project managers. These are called as IT resources. So then you have business teams, or you have business portfolios. So together this is all, if we sum it all together, it is a company. Together it forms a company or organization. Nowadays, what is happening is, nowadays people are requiring not only functional guys. There are two terms used. One is technocrats. Technocrats are those people who are technically very sound on technologies. Then you have business, or you have functional guys. Functional means person is having sound knowledge on business. What are the business? May it be insurance, may it be finance, may it be retail, or may it be, I mean, any industry. So there are two types of guys. Either one is, nowadays what is required in the market is person having the skill of both technology and business is much more required nowadays, and that is called as techno-functional. So nowadays a person who is having the skill of both technology and business is called as techno-functional, and they are being offered good salary packages. Okay, clear to all? Okay, so Fahad is asking what is a tester? Tester is somebody when you develop any software product. So before releasing that product or before deploying that product, finally you used to test it once, just to ensure that whatever product you have developed is whether it's working fine or not. So that is called as a user acceptance testing. Yes, that's right. That is called as a user acceptance testing. Yes, Rizi, you are right. So through this particular user acceptance testing, you have to prepare some test cases, and with the help of test cases are nothing but the real-time scenarios. You enter that particular scenarios into the system just to check that whether the system is working properly, or it needs to be rectified. If there is a problem with the system and if it is throwing error message, then that particular technical error is being forwarded to the technical team, and technical team again look into the system, whatever they have designed, and they will try to debug the system, or they'll troubleshoot the system and find out for what reason that particular error is coming. So for that purpose, to identify the flaws into the system or to identify the errors occurring into the system, you need to test the system first. That is the role of the testing team. So testing team or IT testing team, you can say. Okay, clear to all? Rahul, VMware is something. VMware is basically used for managing the space on servers. Managing the space on servers virtually is what does VMware. As per my knowledge, Rahul, managing the space on servers virtually, this is the role of the VMware. It creates some virtual layers between the server and your systems. Okay. I don't know because I have not worked on this particular technology VMware, but whatever I have read about it, so that from that I can able to make out that managing the space on your servers virtually, that means physically you don't have to get every time into the servers to check the space. Through this, with the help of VMware, you will be able to check the space virtually, that how much space is available on that machine. So VMware is having a certain software. When you log into that software with your user ID and password, that VMware will tell you how much space is available into your system right now. That is the role of the VMware. So this is all about IT. This is all about IT. IT is nothing beyond all these things. So technology can change. I mean, you can name some of the technologies. There are a lot of technologies available in the market. There are a lot of technology available in the market. You have Java, you have Oracle CRM, you have Android, you have name it. There are a lot of you have VMware, you have ASP.NET, you have cloud computing, you have AIX, you have Salesforce, you have I mean, there are a lot of technologies are available in the market. So technology can change within the IT system. but more or less the functioning of the IT department is the same. The management of IT is the same. Then you also you have an IT procurement department within the IT company. IT procurement department is responsible for purchasing of IT assets. That is all about IT management. IT management is nothing beyond all these things which I have told you right now. Okay, so I think that brings us to the end of our today's class. Is there any questions, any doubts, any clarifications you people want to ask? Anything? Just go ahead and ask me right now. Yes, thank you, Rahul. Yes. What about others? Any questions, any clarifications? I have one more video for you. Just a small video for 2 minutes, which I want that everybody, you should just see this video.
My name is Tom Ireland. I've been in the information technology business for over 40 years. During that time, I have worked in operations, development, installation, and strategic planning on complex systems for the Department of Defense and Fortune 150 companies, including enterprises that span the globe with complex computing and telecommunications systems. I have a passion for the information technology business and for helping others succeed at making their enterprises great. We all know that IT has become the operational cornerstone of government agencies, nonprofit enterprises, and commercial companies of all sizes. Success or failure of these enterprises is often dependent upon the strength and flexibility of their IT infrastructure. My book on IT strategic planning is focused on a proven process I have used for a couple of decades. It has worked for me, and I know it can work for you. This book is written for the IT strategic planner who must propose and defend a plan to take their IT organization from where it is today to a planning horizon several years into the future. In this book, I explain a proven step-by-step process leading to the development of an IT strategic plan. A guiding principle is that business vision is the platform for all information technology strategic planning. I make it clear throughout the book that technology without business application has no value. In a properly functioning enterprise, the executive leadership team will have established a clear business vision for the entire organization. This business vision drives the design of the business infrastructure. It is the responsibility of the IT team to use this business vision as a basis for development of a technical vision that supports the enterprise. The combination of the technical vision and the business infrastructure determine the design of the IT infrastructure. In an process leading to the development of an IT strategic plan. A guiding principle is that business vision is the platform for all information technology strategic planning. I make it clear throughout the book that technology without business application has no value. In a properly functioning enterprise, the executive leadership team will have established a clear business vision for the entire organization. This business vision drives the design of the business infrastructure. It is the responsibility of the IT team to use this business vision as a basis for development of a technical vision that supports the enterprise. The combination of the technical vision and the business infrastructure determine the design of the IT infrastructure. In an organization with a highly respected IT leader and technology team, there will be some feedback to the business vision from the technical vision and infrastructure. This feedback will include information about how information technology might be used to not only support the business vision, but actually enhance it. thereby improving the future ability of the enterprise to deliver its product or perform its mission. Throughout this book, I encourage the IT team to keep a strong focus on strategic vision rather than operational vision. The process I describe requires that strategic vision be the basis for the design of the infrastructure and that the enterprise and technical infrastructures be as fully integrated as possible. An organization that follows this process to create a strategic vision and integrated infrastructure is well positioned to move along a tactical path to a strategic target. This strategic target is generally only a few years into the future at a point called the planning horizon. My premise that I repeat throughout the book is that enterprise vision is the platform for all planning. Vision is provided by the leadership and determines the composition of all infrastructure elements. A properly designed strategic planning process can be repeated at well-chosen intervals of perhaps 2 to 5 years. With each new planning cycle, the planning horizon moves correspondingly further into the future. The benefit to the enterprise is a well-designed tactical path that contributes to reduced cost of operation and increased opportunity to be the best in class. When your plan is finished, you will be able to create a one-page guiding document specific to your enterprise. Let's go through an example of what this one-page guiding document will look like when your planning year work is finished. In our fictitious company, the information technology team has historically been perceived as, and probably has been operating as, an overhead function that only provides back-office support to administrative activities. The CEO, though, has a vision to increase revenue, and he knows that he needs to recruit the IT team to his plan if he is going to succeed. His vision, which he shares with his CIO, is to move IT from costly overhead to a revenue-enhancing sales accelerator. This vision requires that IT become fully embedded in all parts of the organizational infrastructure so that IT can become a catalytic business tool. This is just for planning year one. Over time, the business vision and infrastructure will evolve, and the IT vision and infrastructure will become even more fully supportive of the organization in a variety of ways. In my book, I show you how to develop this matrix, which is just the top half of our one-page guiding document. The bottom half of the page is 3 short paragraphs of bullet points that guide the information team toward reaching the strategic target in the top right corner of this matrix. The first paragraph defines the strategic target result in 2 bullet points. The first bullet point defines the vision. In this case, the vision is to move the IT team from being a set of discrete technical tools to a sales acceleration system that generates more revenue. The second bullet point moves the information technology team more deeply into the enterprise infrastructure. This sets the stage for more aggressive use of the IT team in future planning cycles. Your team will want to know why you are doing this. It is important to define the benefits in business terms, not technology terms. This reflects my belief that technology without business application has no value. The bullet points in the benefits section will briefly state the business benefits that the information technology team will provide. Finally, there is a brief list of the strategic technical actions the team will have to take to reach the established target for this planning cycle. When completed, this one-page guiding document should be given to each IT team member to put on their desk or on their wall in their office. This document will be a constant reminder of the goals they are working as a team to reach. It should also be placed on poster board and mounted on walls in conspicuous places so that everyone knows your commitment as a leader to the strategic target. IT team member to put on their desk or on their wall in their office. This document will be a constant reminder of the goals they are working as a team to reach. It should also be placed on poster board and mounted on walls in conspicuous places so that everyone knows your commitment as a leader to the strategic target.